Hello my alien students, how are you all? Okay, so today what we're going to learn? Today we're going to learn something very interesting, something called as rectangles. Okay, rectangles. Okay, so what is rectangles? Rectangles in AutoCAD. Okay, the concept today we're going to learn is rectangles. So as usual, as I always tell my students, first learn the basics, isn't it? First learn the basics. End of the day, you'll be able to draw any rectangle in AutoCAD. Okay, the concept is what's the story here? You will be able to draw any rectangle with any dimension, I would say, any rectangle in our friend AutoCAD, isn't it? So what's our aim today? Our aim is to draw a rectangle. Okay, so before we start how to draw a rectangle in AutoCAD, okay, I'll teach you the basics. Okay, I know many people say, John, come on, rectangle, we know what is rectangle. Okay, but many people also do not know, let's say, the basic or concept of rectangle. How does AutoCAD think what a rectangle is? Okay, how do AutoCAD interprets, let's say, a rectangle? Okay, okay. So before we start, I'd like to introduce you to a couple of my new friends, or let's say our common friends. Okay. Can I call this the graph? Okay, our standard references, isn't it? Or Cartesian coordinates. This is x, and this is y, isn't it? Okay. So now listen. Let me just write one beautiful rectangle here. Let me just not write. Let me just draw it. Okay. Okay. Can I just tell you this is a rectangle? Okay. It should be straight, but this is hand drawing. Okay. Anyway. So can I tell you that this much, from where this much is the length of the rectangle? Okay, so every rectangle will have a length. Okay, and this would be what the width of the rectangle. Okay, just remember this. Okay, so we can just tell you this is the first point and this is the second point. Okay, so for every rectangle you will have the first point. Okay, this is the first point you're going to select. And then we move forward. I teach you the procedure for that. Okay. So can I call this point, this white figure is called what? A rectangle. We're talking about rectangle, isn't it? Okay. So what is the procedure for drawing a rectangle on AutoCAD? Okay. If you understood this concept, drawing in AutoCAD would be easy. Okay. Then after this, we follow by a practical example, and hopefully things will be very clear. Okay. So what is this procedure for? Procedure for what? Procedure for drawing a rectangle in AutoCAD. Okay, for drawing a rectangle in our friend AutoCAD. Okay, okay. So first thing, okay, what you should do first thing. Okay, first thing is what? First you should. There is 2-3 methods. Okay, either you go and click your friend here. You see this one, a rectangle. Okay, click once. Okay, or you just type in the command rectangle, because AutoCAD don't know what you want, isn't it? Whenever you type in a command rectangle, what you should do is you have to press enter. Okay, this is a rule. Okay, if you click, you need not press enter. Okay, okay, go moving forward. Then what? Okay, let's suppose we typed a rectangle. Okay, or clicked a rectangle, whatever you like to type rectangle. Okay, rectangle. Okay, press enter. Then what AutoCAD asks you? Specify the first point. This is what I meant by first point. So click anywhere. Okay, just click anywhere. So let's just say AutoCAD asks you specify the first point. Specify the first point. Okay. Okay. Then what you do? Using your mouse, you will click. This is a comment. Okay. Using the mouse, you will left click any point. Let's say that's what I said, first point. Can you see this? Yeah. So we click anywhere. Okay. Okay. Then what you will do is, just assuming that I am in AutoCAD now. Okay. Click anywhere. Just let's click it here. Okay. Then what you will do is, this is the alien procedure here. Okay. There's a step here. Okay. Just I'm writing it in red so you will not forget. Okay. Step number 3 would be, okay, just type the word dimension, DIN, okay, and then press enter. Okay, I'm just putting it right just so you don't forget it. Or, okay, can you just see your friend dimension here? Okay, just click this. Click means left click. Okay, that is step number 3. Okay, let's say I clicked here, left click. Okay, then AutoCAD would ask you two things. Okay, two things AutoCAD would ask you. Enter the length. I think instead of putting it in red, let me put it in normal color, isn't it? Okay, let's say yellow. Okay, enter the length of the rectangle. Of what? Rectangle. Okay, so just put a number and then press enter. Okay, second thing, fifth. Okay, the fifth procedure. Actually, this is 2-in-1 procedure. Okay, then he asks you enter the width of the rectangle. Okay, and then press enter. Okay, okay, there is one more step here. Okay, one more step here. That is when I will explain you what's the meaning of selecting a quadrant. Okay, can I just tell you, AutoCAD loves to go, let me just write it here so you will be keep it in green. AutoCAD, I think if you are one of my students, you will know what does this mean, isn't it? AutoCAD loves to go anti-clockwise like this, isn't it? So let's consider, actually this is not let us consider, we have to consider this the first quadrant. Okay, this is the second quadrant. Okay, this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. Okay, any doubts? Okay, so the sixth step would be keeping, or let's say selecting, or let's say clicking one of these quadrants. What does it mean? What does the mean by selecting one of these quadrants? Okay, so let's suppose I clicked this quadrant. Okay, so from this first point, the rectangle would be like this. Okay, however, if I had clicked the second quadrant, rectangle would come like this. Okay, if I had clicked the third quadrant, then rectangle would come like this. So the first point, I think we can make a very, very clear. This is the first point, would be the fixed point. Okay, the point which will not move. Okay, similarly, if I click the fourth quadrant, rectangle would be appear like this. Okay, with the dimensions which I mentioned as length and width. Okay, so what I would say the sixth step would be click, or click the quadrant you want to place the rectangle. Okay, this is R rectangle. Okay, this is the steps. This is the procedure. Okay, so what we will do is, I think what we can do is we can just take a screenshot of this. So we will not, we can later, when I show you a practical example, things would be easy, isn't it? So let's say the procedure for rectangle. Okay, this looks good, isn't it? Okay, this might look a bit alienish. When I rub the screen, things will be clear. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, so let's say we want to draw a rectangle of length, let's say 1 feet. Okay, 1 feet, not 1 inch, 1 feet. Okay, and then we would like to draw the width of the rectangle to be, let's say, 0.5, or let's keep it 6 inches. Okay, and then press enter. Okay, see, now what does it mean? I'm just zooming in. Okay, listen, this is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. You see, that first point was this point, isn't it? So where I move the mouse, the rectangle would be placed here. Okay, after I'm happy, let's say I want to keep it in the third quadrant, because here I can see the rectangle clearly, isn't it? Can you see the length here? What's it? 1 feet. What's the width? 6 inches. It's clear? Yeah. Then what you do is just click it. Click means what? Left click. Okay, and then your rectangle is formed. Okay, I hope this much is clear now. Okay, so what we will do now, okay, let us take this step one step forward. Okay, just take another example, and I think it will be clear here. Just let's have a beautiful example here. Okay, let me clear the screen and things will be clear. Okay, listen. So what's my story here? My story is I want to draw this billiards table. First thing what you do is, you will look at the dimensions. So what is this? I told you before, isn't it? If this is your reference, isn't it? This much is the length, isn't it? And this much is the width. If you're still getting confused, remember x is always length, y is always width. Okay, so we can just tell that 54 and let's say 108 is the length of the rectangle. 54 inches is the what? Width of the rectangle. Any comments? Okay, beautiful. Okay, so what's this procedure? What I told you, let's come back to my old friend. Listen, this is the procedure, isn't it? First what? Click rectangle. Okay, then specify the first point. This is the fixed point. Remember, it is the fixed point. This point will be fixed. From here, you're moving either this way and then you're going this way, isn't it? And then enter the length of the rectangle, enter the width of the rectangle, and then click the quadrant which you want to place the rectangle, isn't it? We're talking about rectangle, isn't it? Okay, so let's come back. Procedure, click rectangle, click one point. Now if you won't click here, why you won't click here? Because you have a lot of space here. Click here, isn't it? And then what is I told you? Click dimensions. What's the length? 108 inches. Okay, and then 54 inches. Excellent. Then where you like to place it? You like to keep it in the first quadrant, you like to keep it in the second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. I believe first quadrant makes it looks better, isn't it? Does the job. Click it and say, John, perfect. Okay, we have one more question. This is for children, not for us, isn't it? Okay, let us take this concept a bit more forward. Okay, how about we doing this beautiful sofa? Okay, I've kept these dimensions here. Okay, they are the dimensions, and instead of doing this, okay, I'll do this in another video. But however, try to do it. Let's consider this as a homework. I'd like you people to try it. The dimensions are very clear on the screen. Okay, think about it and then let me know. Okay, maybe in the next video or something, I will teach you how to draw this. Okay, I believe you will have some comments how to draw this arced curve. This curve, with this, isn't it? 2 inches, radius 2 inches. How would you draw it? Try it. Okay, I always tell my students, first try it. Okay, try it, and then I show you how to do it. Okay. Anyway, I hope you people enjoyed this video, this small video on introduction of rectangles in AutoCAD. Okay, and I think that's it. Okay, take care and have a nice day.